Chapter 1. The Reluctant Heir. The wind howled through the jagged cliffs of Bramir, carrying the scent of salt and seaweed. Far below, waves crashed against the rocks in a rhythmic cacophony, their roar muffled by the heavy cloak of mist that clung to the coastline. Elyndor knelt on the damp earth, his calloused fingers tracing the edge of a weathered gravestone. The name etched into the stone had long since faded, worn away by time and the relentless sea winds. But Kaelin didn't need to read it. He knew the name by heart. "Mother," he whispered, his voice barely audible over the wind. A flicker of movement caught his eye. Kaelin straightened, his hand drifting instinctively to the hilt of his sword. From the shadow of the ancient pines that bordered the graveyard, a figure emerged, tall, cloaked in black, with a hood pulled low to obscure their face. "I didn't expect to find you here," the figure said, their voice familiar and laced with sorrow. Kaelin tensed. "Torek." His brother stepped closer, his boots crunching over gravel and dead leaves. "It's been a long time, Kaelin." "Not long enough." Torek pulled back his hood, revealing features so similar to Kaelin's that they might have been mirror images, save for the hard lines etched into Torek's face, lines that spoke of years spent chasing power and ambition. "I came to warn you," Torek said. "Malric knows you're here. He's coming for you." Kaelin's jaw tightened. "Let him come." Torek shook his head. "You don't understand. He's not just after you. He's after the fragments." Kaelin's gaze darkened. "The throne is gone. It's been gone for centuries." "Not entirely," Torek said, stepping closer. "The fragments remain, and if Malric gets his hands on them, he'll have the power to reshape the world." Kaelin turned away, staring out over the sea. "I want no part of this." "You don't have a choice," Torek said, his voice hardening. "You're bound to the throne's fate, whether you like it or not. The blood of kings runs in your veins. The gods may have abandoned us, but their curse remains." Kaelin closed his eyes, the weight of destiny pressing down on him like a shroud. For years, he had tried to escape his past, to live a quiet life far from the shadows of his family's legacy. But fate had a way of pulling him back. "If Malric finds me, I'll kill him," Kaelin said, turning back to face his brother. "But I won't chase after fragments or prophecies. That life is over." Torek's expression softened, a rare glimpse of the brother Kaelin had once known. "You think you can outrun fate? The throne's power is stirring, Kaelin. Whether you seek it or not, it will find you." Kaelin's hand tightened around his sword hilt. "Then let it find me, but I'll face it on my own terms." As the wind howled through the cliffs, Torek nodded slowly. "Just remember, when the throne calls, there's no turning back." With that, Torek turned and vanished into the mist, leaving Kaelin alone with the crashing waves and the weight of a destiny he could no longer deny.